Archd. Latest music.
All the news worth knowing in the Archdiocese of Adelaide.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah! Let's get into it.
Gentlemen, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening. Welcome to Saturday.
Yes,
that wonderful
welcome
day
to
that follows
Saturday.
Friday and just slightly precedes Sunday.
Just before Friday, got to get down on Friday. Fun.
Wow. And there's that 5 million YouTube reference. Good evening. We well, I'll be James today, and just for something different.
I'll be Sarah.
Why not?
Maybe.
Why not mix it up a bit? Absolutely.
What
you are
else
listening to
can I be?
107.9 Life FM. We have a massive show.
It's huge.
Massive show for you tonight. We have part 2 of our interview with Courtney Tremblay and Tash Farrier of the Adelaide Adrenaline, leading up to the finals season, the ice hockey finals on the 25th and 26th of February, which is going to be great. Hey, look, in only, less than a week.
Yes.
Friday the 17th, Saturday the 18th of February 2012, you can go along to A Taste of Magis at the Loyola Spirituality Centre in Norwood. So it starts in the afternoon on Friday, goes through to the early afternoon on Saturday. You may be wondering, Sarah, what is Magis?
James, you know me better than I know myself.
Yeah, it's like we're one mind or something.
I think so.
Magis is actually a wonderful youth leadership initiative aimed at people between the ages of 18 and 30, basically making a difference in their community from the Ignatian Catholic perspective. So it's an amazing program, and the people who get involved are really, really passionate. A lot of those people who've actually done a lot of work and been overseas are going to be at this event, and you can actually speak to them and find out whether or not it's something that you want to be involved with. It's also not going to be in that kind of lecture style of thing. It's going to be a very hands-on event, which is very much in the Magis kind of tradition. Now, if you're interested in this, jump onto our Facebook page now, because they need to get their RSVPs in as soon as possible at archdradio.com. On the 17th of February, it is the closing date for the Projects for Young People. The Catholic Office for Youth and Young Adults are actually offering five $500 grants.
5 times 500.
That's right. That number again, 5 times 500.
If you want to hear it once more, 5 times 500.
Fantastic.
Dollar grants.
Yeah, to help grants. Where are you from?
I don't know. That's just...
Sound like you're from Melbourne or something.
Melbourne?
Melbourne.
If
you're from Melbourne...
I'm actually from Ireland.
Sorry, if you say... 5 times $500 grants, in case you missed it the first 17 times, to help support projects that are coordinated by young people for young people. There was some amazing stuff that was actually funded last year. In fact, we're going to have Mark Tennell on from YFC in next week, and they did an entire, a Glee-style show.
I love Glee.
Called Declare. They did it at the Nexus space in the city, and it was full. It was great. It was all song, all dance, storyline, acting, and it was brilliant. They sold out. It was absolutely amazing. But that was one of the things that they did for one of these grants. And there was a whole bunch of others as well that were funded that were absolutely fantastic.
Sweet.
We've got all the information about that on our Facebook page. Jump on for the details and the eligibility information, but you'll have to get in soon. You have a week to get this application in, and you could be the recipient of one of these grants to get one of the projects off the ground.
1 week is 7 days.
It is.
Only 7.
Only 7. Why are we whispering?
Because we can.
Now, we are going to play part 2 of the interview that we started last week with part 1.
There you go.
Tash Farrier, Captain, and Courtney Tremblay, star Canadian import.
Because generally part 1 would come before part 2.
In most cases, you find that.
Yes.
Oh, it's a crazy mixed up world, isn't it? They are members of the Adelaide Adrenaline ice hockey team, and the finals are occurring at the Ice Arena on the 25th and 26th of February, coming up very soon. We don't always get them here in Adelaide. It's a real treat that they're here this time round. Now, I started off chatting this time, was halfway through the interviews, I started off chatting this time to the captain, Tash Farrier, who is an amazing international player, played on the Australian team. I started chatting with her. Here we go. Having competed on an international level the way that you have, what keeps bringing you back to Adelaide to play?
I guess what brings me back is the fact that my family's here and I'm still only young, so to try and build a foundation
accommodation over in another country by yourself. At this point in my life, it's probably not going to happen at the minute. But yeah, I just come back to Adelaide, and I probably will always play for Adelaide. I want to finish my degree here and play for Adelaide, and then after that, I mean, I could go overseas. I might go to Europe or something, depending where I am and where I stand with hockey in a few years' time.
Yeah,
just take it as it comes, pretty much.
Lovely. So hockey isn't the only thing that you actually make forays in. You play drums in a band as well.
Yes, I do. Called 50 Cycle Hum. It's like,
that is such a cool name.
It is. For people that don't know, it's like when you turn an amp on and you hear that noise, that's the 50 Cycle Hum. And we have a few originals, and we cover a pretty diverse range of music. We go from Jimi Hendrix, we cover some Stevie Ray Vaughan, like the older stuff, Deep Purple, up to like Nirvana and Everclear, like Santa Monica. And we just do a diverse range of music, which is good because wherever we play, we can kind of relate what we're playing to the people that are going to be there. And
you've actually got a gig coming up in the very near future. It's actually a fundraiser for your trip to the World Championship.
We're self-funded athletes, and it's up to us to, well, whether you have the money and can pay it out of your own pocket, then so be it. But there's obviously a lot of people that can't, which is cool because it's a good way to bring people together and have like a good night, but also raise funds. So yeah, we've got to do on the March the 2nd. It's $10 entry at Squatters Arms.
Now, this season particularly, I know that Adelaide has won, I think it's 6 out of 7 of the last premierships going through. What is the secret to Adelaide's success on the ring?
I think that we have one of the best teams in the league as far as working as a team and teamwork. Our entire team gets along, and everyone just like is glad to be there with each other and happy to be there, and that's a really important thing. It's to keep a team together. As soon as the team's arguing and mad at each other and blaming each other for everything, then everything just falls apart. And that's what I've noticed coming here. The girls are all very tight as a family.
Courtney, you grew up in a Catholic household. You were a regular mass goer. You went to Catholic school. How does your Catholic faith actually play a part in your role as a hockey player as well as in your day-to-day life?
Well, it's very hard to explain, I guess, as would anyone who has a religious background would know that it's hard to explain exactly how your values shape yourself as a person. I think I'm a lot more patient than I would be. I think I have a lot more patience for people, not necessarily even their actions, but on the ice if someone is having problems, I want more to help them than I do want to get upset, I guess. I think that I'm very determined because of my background. I think, don't do anything halfway unless you're willing to be half happy, I guess.
So the finals weekend is looming. It's only a couple of weeks away now. What are the dates, man? Give us the lowdown.
It's going to be a pretty big event. It's over 2 days, Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of February.
Very good friend of mine is a big cricket fan. Absolute big cricket fan, loves test cricket. That's his favourite thing. And he asked me sometimes, says, James, you've got to come down and actually see a test cricket game. I said, look, Rob, considering my favourite sport is ice hockey, I'm used to seeing something that is probably the most kind of exhilarating, probably the fastest moving team-based sport that actually exists.
Yeah, that's true. It is the fastest sport on earth, we like to say.
How about downhill slalom, tobogganing?
Not included.
Not included?
Not a team sport.
Not a team sport?
It could be, but no, not the same.
Okay.
Because it's Adelaide Adrenaline. They're not Adelaide Adrenaline, and we are. So.
That's exactly right.
But I think people will really enjoy it, and just come down, and even if you give it a look, I mean, it could be a passion that you would come to and could be a part of your life. Who knows? So come down and have a look, and we'll put on a show for you.
We'll put all the links up for like ticket prices and all the other times and things like that on our Facebook page, archdradio.com. So thank you so much, guys. And we'll catch you soon. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having us.
And the final season will be happening on Saturday the 25th and Sunday the 26th of February at the Ice Arena. Tickets are available online at archdradio.com. And Tasha's fundraiser with her band 50 Cycle Hum will be on March the 2nd. Tickets are only $10. Again, go to archdradio.com for more details.
Not only go there for more details, go there for anything you feel like.
Absolutely. There's stuff everywhere on there.
I know.
It's an amazing, magical place filled with marshmallows and moonbeams.
I think we've been here before. I reckon we've talked about this before.
I know. I get very excited.
Same.
It taps into a real childlike element in me that just gets so excited and thrilled
I think
about
of
something.
Candyland sort of
Absolutely. I imagine, running down a path and a gingerbread man coming up and saying, hello, and then I bite the head of the gingerbread man and he laughs and then runs off and I'm munching on the gingerbread head. He's got half a head left.
I picture a few unicorns,
It's an amazing place. All this and more at archdradio.com. Now, the Australian Young Christian Students, the YCS, at the moment is actually looking for a committed and energetic person to work to support the administration of the Australian YCS. Now, the YCS, I know you're probably wondering, who are these people? What do they do? What are they all about? Well, the YCS is a movement run by, for and among secondary school students, empowering them to put their faith into action in support of local communities.
Now say that all backwards.
No. The flexible role will give you an opportunity to support a movement that is making a difference in students' lives and the communities that they live in. We've had the opportunity to chat to Elise Ganley and Merida Cook from the YCS a few times, and they're amazing people, and they really do make, it's not talk, it really is action. They really do make a difference out there in the community. Now, they're wanting to hear from people who possess admin skills with websites and social media especially, have a passion for justice and young people. It's a 10-hour-a-week role supporting the national team, working with the website, Facebook, and resourcing the national movement based here in Adelaide. If you're interested, jump onto our Facebook page, archdradio.com. All the details are there about how to contact them and how to apply for the position. Southern Cross February edition is out.
Yes, it is.
In multiple formats.
You've got three formats.
Oh, actually, it's hardly two. But that's okay.
It's all right.
It's two
formats.
It's two that are so wonderful, they seem like three. The Southern Cross February edition in both hard copy and online format at the southernCross.org.au is out now. The iPad Padre, read about the inspiring work of Adelaide priest Mark Sexton. He's just come back from a work as a army chaplain in Afghanistan.
Wow.
A Keenest College resident, Louise Thomas, is one of two students at the University of Adelaide to receive the prestigious Vice-Chancellor's Scholarship, and last year's class of Catholic College Year 12's returned amazing SACE results.
Unbelievable.
Check out the scores, man. They are there.
Do it now.
They are there at the southernCross.org.au, or pick up the hard copy for $2 at your nearest parish. We're out of here.
Sisters, we are leaving.
We are going to leave you with one direction. Have a great night. Have a great weekend.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice.
Do you want me to sing it again?
No.
Okay.
We will see you next week. Catch you later.
Alligator.